It's that time again for Universal Yums. I think this was the one that I liked because it had like a booklet inside. And I think that I won this because I didn't pay for it. I also canceled my membership after the first one because I'm not going to be able to be snacking very soon. So we're going to cut this. Always cut away from you, kids. Don't cut towards you. You're going to poke me in the boob and fly around the room backwards. All the air gets let out of me. All right, let's see what we have. Are you excited? I'm excited. Oh. So, I got an email from Universal Yums, and they said that their next snack box was from Russia. And they said they were going to have another country instead. But this snack box is from Russia. Away we go to Russia. I'm already afraid. Just looking at the two things on top. All right, let's see what we got here. Do we have, the trivia train. Choo-choo. Let's do it. Number 1, Russia is roughly the same size as A, Africa, B, the moon, C, the Pacific Ocean, or D, Pluto. It is D, Russia. Russia is the largest country in the world with a surface area of 6.6 million square miles, which is just a bit larger than the surface area of Pluto at 6.4 million square miles. Who'd have thunk it? Number 2, which of the following was banned by Peter the Great? Is it A, beards, B, swimwear, C, coffee, or D, dancing? It's A. Hoping to modernize Russia to be more European, Peter the Great implemented a ban on beards in 1698. He soon softened his stance, instead imposing a beard tax, so that if you wanted a beard, you had to pay a portion of your earnings. Talk about fashion police. How far is Russia from Alaska? Is it A, 2.4 miles, B, 12.6 miles, C, 55 miles, or D, 314 miles? A, it's 2.4 miles. Mainland Russia and Alaska may be 55 miles apart, but a Russian island called Big Diomede and a U.S. island called Little Diomede are just 2.4 miles apart. Since the islands are separated by the international date line, Big Diomede is 21 hours ahead, hence the island's nicknames Tomorrow Island and Yesterday Island. Anyone in the mood to time travel? You gotta love the dad jokes and puns. Number 4, St. Petersburg world-famous Hermitage Museum is guarded by A, active members of the military, B, Girl Scouts, C, the world's most advanced security system, or D, 74 cats. I'm gonna go with D. I haven't looked at the answer, but let's see what it is. It's D! It's kitty cats! Back in 1745, Empress Elizabeth of Russia decreed that the Hermitage be protected from mice. So she demanded that dozens of cats be set loose inside. Today, the tradition is still going strong, so much so, in fact, that the cats now have their own press secretary. I love it. Number 5. Until 2011, the Russian government didn't consider A, soccer to be a sport, B, beer to be alcoholic, C, carrots to be vegetables, or D, summer to be a season. The answer is B, beer to be alcoholic. Drinking super strong vodka is a cornerstone of Russian culture. In fact, consuming beverages with an alcohol content of less than 10%, like beer, wasn't even considered drinking alcohol until 2011 when then President Dmitry Medvedev finally signed it into law. The village of Oymyakon is A, the coldest inhabited place in the world, B, guarded by gray wolves, C, the most isolated town in the world, or D, completely underground. It's A. The tiny Russian village of Oymyakon is the coldest place on Earth that's permanently inhabited by humans with temperatures hanging around negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit during the winter. The record low? Negative 96.16 Fahrenheit back in 1924. Ugh. There's nothing that could get me to live in a place that's that cold. 0 things. Which of the following was once considered currency in Siberia? A, baskets of pears, B, bricks of tea, C, bales of hay, or D, bags of sugar? The answer is B, bricks of tea. Up until World War II, tea bricks were actually the preferred form of currency for the nomads of Siberia. The tea could be used as money, eaten as food, or brewed to treat coughs and colds, which, as you can imagine after reading question 6, happens quite a bit in brisk Siberia. Brisk isn't the word that I would use. I don't know what the word I would use is, but fuck that shit. And finally, number 8. Which of the following can be found in Russia? A, the world's largest mall, B, the world's tallest statue of a woman, C, the world's highest bridge, or D, the largest collection of squirrel-related items? The answer is B and D. The world's tallest statue of a woman and the largest collection of squirrel-related items. The city of Volgograd, bear with me here, is home to the world's tallest statue of a woman, the motherland calls. Pedestals aside, she's 128 feet taller than New York City's Lady Liberty. And a man named Pavel, not even going to try to say his last name, owns the largest collection of squirrel-related items, consisting of 1,103 squirrel statuettes, one of which is made entirely of gold. All right, so let's start. So it looks like number 1 is mushroom bread bites. So it came with this cool sticker with these pretty eggs on them. And it says, I tasted Russia's most egg extravagant yums. So I guess it's these things. Mushroom bread bites. It's this, I think. No, those have pickles on them. Sorry, pretend that didn't happen. Found them. Mushroom bread bites. Let's read. Every year, dozens of basket-toting Russians set off to scour the forest floors of Siberia. What are they doing? Mushroom hunting. It's Russia's most popular pastime, so much so that most local 10-year-olds can easily distinguish edible varieties, like the prized Roulette, from poisonous ones like the lethal death cap. But there is one thing Russians love more than hunting for mushrooms: eating them. You can partake with these crunchy, twice-baked bread rusks complete with mushroom seasoning. All you have to do is hunt for the bag in your box. But there's one more reason we chose this yum to kick off this month's adventure. In Russia, it's tradition to greet dear guests with bread and salt. The bread represents respect, and the salt symbolizes friendship. It's so ingrained in local culture that the Russian word for hospitable is something that means literally bready salty. All right, so let's try it. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm very frightened. It smells like croutons. See? Mushroom croutons. But it smells just like croutons that you would get on your salad, which that's actually what they look like. Like fancy croutons. I don't know if you can see. Get a little close for detail. All right, here we go. That's bizarre. It's like full on, I'm eating a mushroom, but it's not a mushroom. It's bread. Crunchy bread. It's good. I actually might keep these and put them on salads that I have in my fridge. I like them. Good for salads. Moving right along. So I don't know. I have a hair on my arm. There it is. So I have... So it says to start here. But then do I move down here? Or do I do these ones over here? I don't know. Alright, so next is, I've got a Yum bag here. And this is a caramel toffee with hazelnut cocoa filling. I'm going to hate this because I don't like hazelnut. So when Shushki sweetened condensed milk was first produced in Russia in 1881, no one bought it and the factory closed. Production didn't resume until Soviet-era food shortages made it a necessity. But what really made it stick around? The idea to boil it. While no one knows who first thought of the idea, everyone in Russia now knows the result. A deliciously rich and creamy caramel, akin to dulce de leche. In the case of this Yum, you'll find it in a chewy toffee filled with rich hazelnut cocoa cream. Pop one in your mouth and taste why Shushki is here to stay. So it's this thing. It's cute. It looks like a little caramel, but inside is gross poop. The caramels are really, really yummy. I like it. There's a hazelnut. I don't like it. It's going to take forever for me to chew it. Okay. Next is roasted peanut and caramel Choco bar. Love nuts? You must if you're following my channel because I'm a little naughty. That may be so, but do you dedicate an entire day to them? Many Russians do. The Russian Orthodox Church celebrates 3 food-based harvest holidays in August. First, there's the Feast of Honey on the 14th, commemorating when honeycombs are ready for collection. Then there's the Feast of Apples on the 19th, when apples are ripe. And lastly, there's the Feast of Nuts on the 29th, when locals would search the forest for nuts. With this chocolatey bar filled with crunchy roasted peanuts and sweet caramel that softens with every chew, we're a little early to the celebration. Somehow, we don't think you'll mind. So, I'm going to go ahead and spit that out because Nutella. Alright, so it's this thing. It smells like a, oh, what is that? It smells like a candy bar. Ugh. Kind of like a Snickers, I think. Ooh, that's tasty. That gets a thumbs up from me. Okay. Next is a caramel and cookie choco bar. Wondering how this caramel and cookie bar fits in with this section's nut theme? First of all, thank you for noticing our nut pun. It wasn't the most obvious one to crack. While this yum doesn't contain any literal nuts, it contains the essence of a different kind of nut. Oreshki. A Christmas time staple across the holiday markets of Russia. Oreshki are walnut-shaped biscuit cookies filled with silky sweet caramel. The cookie caramel pairing gets a coating of rich chocolate with this yum for a sweet that's nut like any other. Okay, officially cutting ourselves off from nut puns. Oh, yoy. Alright, so it's this thing. I'm just reading ahead and getting frightened. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be spitting stuff out, which I never do. That's weird. I don't know what those biscuits are, but I don't like it. Why is it salty? Oh. Ugh. That's a no. Ugh. Alright. Kamchatka crab potato snack. Beware, this yum is scary, and not because of the package. Russian crab fishing is famously one of the world's scariest jobs, as fishermen endure up to 14-hour shift in the biting cold, working with often clunky gear on the rocky water of the Bering Sea, and yet they still do it, all to catch the world-renowned Kamchatka crab. Crunch into these crab-flavored and crab-shaped snacks, and you tell us, is it worth it? If your face matches the one on the package when you reach the bottom of the bag, the answer is yes. It's a snack time. All right. Have to save these for my Maryland friends and give them these. Oh, they're cute. Very, very crabby smelling. I'm trying to find one that's whole that looks like a crab. It's got little pincers and everything, so. Ooh. Nope, that's a no. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Cuck, cuck, cuck. No. No. It's a shame because they were really cute. I'm going to go ahead and pass this next one up. Because it's a Passionfruit jelly Choco Bonbon. You know what? Just do it. I ate Nutella. I can do this. It's huge. That's what she said. All right. Remember in the trivia when we revealed that Russia is home to Earth's coldest inhabited town? With that in mind, you may be shocked to learn that this little known fact. Some of Russia is subtropical. Take the city of Sochi, located along the Black Sea. It's nicknamed the Russian Riviera because of its 80-degree Fahrenheit summers, dolphins, and markets filled with exotic fruits like kiwi, pomegranate, feijoa, aka pineapple guava and passionfruit. Consider this chocolatey bonbon filled with zingy passionfruit jelly your ticket to Russia's juiciest tropical secret. I better get more than 9 views on this video. That's all I have to say. It smells like chocolate. Who thought that chocolate and passion fruit will taste good together is on drugs? Because passion fruit is tart as fuck. This is no. Oh boy. Next, we have a boiled condensed milk waffles. Gooey Russian caramel in a soft handmade waffle. Open this package and take a look at the yum inside. Looks like a homemade waffle, right? That's because of how it's made. Despite being one of Russia's largest confectionery companies with more than 15 factories and 20,000 employees, KDV uses traditional methods to craft its products. Take this waffle. Hailing from KDV's factory in Yashkino, it's made with the same cast iron waffle irons and real condensed milk that regular Russians use at home. Our advice, pop it in the toaster oven for a minute or two and it'll taste like it's fresh from the waffle iron, even if that waffle iron is in the middle of Siberia, over 5,000 miles away. I am not going to do that because I am a rebel. I eat cold Pop-Tarts. It smells like a waffle. Oh, that's cute. Oh, it's like a sandwich cookie. So yeah, and I guess there's caramel on the inside of it. So that's good. I like that. Okay. Vanilla ice cream nougat Choco bar is next. There is a popular expression in Russia that during Soviet times, tourists only came there for 3 things: the ballet, the circus, and the ice cream. That last one has everything to do with plombier. Adapted from a French recipe, plombier is a retro Russian ice cream with one defining factor: it's extremely rich. To be designated plombier, the ice cream's fat content must land between 12% and 20% compared to 10% in standard varieties. No wonder the plombier shops of Moscow were so popular among Russians and tourists alike. If only you could taste it now, by way of a plombier-inspired nougat coated in decadent chocolate. Wink, wink. All right, here it is. Looks like I've got 4 more after this. It just looks like a regular chocolate bar. With a little wafer, maybe? Nope, just ice cream. Okay. If that's what plombier tastes like, I need to find a recipe for it because that's delicious. Next is pickle corn balls, which I pulled out in the beginning because I thought that was the first thing I was supposed to be eating. How do Russians get their veggie fix in the midst of winter? Pickles. But not just pickled cucumbers. Tomatoes, mushrooms, and even watermelon are pickled too. Why pickles? Well, they're just as long-lasting as they are tasty, but more than that, pickles are the key to happiness. An old Russian proverb goes, "A pleasant mood must be found, rude encounters forgotten, and spouses forgiven. When all this is done, then it is a day for pickling. These happy pickles are said to send good vibes to those who eat them, which means these addictive puffs ought to make you very, very happy." I feel like you can't go wrong with pickles. I love pickles. I love pickled carrots and pickled green beans and pickled broccoli. Never had pickled watermelon. Pickled garlic is amazing. But, ooh, I got this like ranch pickled dip before that was really good. It's like an Utz cheese ball, but it's a pickle. So it just tastes like dill. Like no other seasoning but dill. Not a fan. Which is a damn shame. Because I love pickles. 3 more left. Time for Russia's favorite street food, Shushki. No, not sushi. Shushki are traditional small crunchy bread rings. Their name comes from the Russian verb shushit, to dry. Was that a ghost? What was that? Since the rings are boiled and then baked, traditional vendors would sell shushki hanging on a string at regional markets to be eaten alongside tea, but they've evolved. Nowadays, they're often packaged for on-the-go munching, and they're sometimes seasoned with aromatic garlic for a flavor kick that's just as satisfying as their crunch. No tea required. I saw something float up. I don't remember what the minute was, but if you see it too, let me know in the comments. So I think that's the second time that's happened while I was making a video. I could have just spit, I don't know. Why are they slippery? It's very strange. So they're very smooth. I don't know if you can see. It's very strange looking. They don't smell good. They're not good. Man. I hope that this box was free, because snacks from Russia are a bust. Ooh. Brr. I feel like it would taste good, like dipped in marinara maybe. I don't like marinara. I don't know, there's a seasoning in there that I just don't like. It's just wheat flour, sunflower oil, salt, and garlic powder, but there's something strange that I don't like. So I have a whole loaf of this. This is boiled milk sponge cake roll with cocoa drizzle. Care for a spin of roulette? No, not that roulette, but you're close. We're talking about roulette. Roulette, the Russian word for rolled sponge cakes filled with any number of delectable ingredients. The most popular variety comes with swirls of poppy seeds, but our favorite was hands down the supremely luxurious kind, slathered in rich boiled milk caramel. Cut it open and see the hypnotizing swirls for yourself. Excuse me. This super large, super shareable roulette is so good, it'll make your head spin as fast as a roulette wheel. So I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't think I am. It's probably roulette because they say roulette, R-U-L-E-T, and the game, R-O-U-L-E-T-T-E. So I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to open one end and take a chomp. It's pretty. It's messy. So here's what it looks like. And it's got paper around it, so I'm going to peel a little of the paper off. That's pretty tasty. I don't hate it. I forgot to bring a napkin. Sorry for being gross. Now my last thing here is crispy Tiramisu Balls, which is strange, coming from Russia. In 1687, Peter the Great disguised himself as an ordinary citizen and journeyed across Europe, hunting for ways to modernize Russia. In the Netherlands, he sought to gain intel on the ship industry by working secretly as a shipbuilder, but everyone recognized him. Not so easy to blend in when you're 6'8". While his disguise was a bust, the trip wasn't. While there, Peter fell in love with good old coffee. He brought it back to Russia, and the rest is history. So if you pop this creamy, chocolatey, coffee-y tiramisu ball in your mouth and find yourself falling in love too, you have this great origin story to thank. Alright, it is this thing. Boop. It looks like a malted milk ball, like a big Whopper. There's a crunch. It's not too bad. It's not something I would eat regularly. I'm not a huge fan of chocolate. So, yeah. That is all for today. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. I feel like I will probably throw all of these snacks away because none of them were like super impressive. So, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll talk to y'all soon.